Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick little speed comparison here between Sony Xperia XZ2 and the Galaxy S9. This rivals for early 2018. And the reason why I'm holding the XZ2 because I've discovered that this phone definitely does not like to stay in one place. Probably the slippiest phone actually that Sony's ever released. But how does it compare in terms of the performance? We're going to check it out here. Definitely liking the new design overall, but as I said, going to be very difficult to keep it in one place because it's literally like they've put treacle on the bottom here, and you can do this weird stuff as you can see. And I think Samsung won in terms of the startup, which is not nice for Sony fans, but you know, it's more than just a startup. There are other things to consider here. So let's have a look and see how they do compare. Everything is closed down, and we do have some apps to start up. So usually Sony, I think, beats Samsung when it comes to the raw performance. I don't know why Gmail keeps crashing on my S9. It is a strange one. That was Sony that time. Sony again. Sony boy. 3-0. Sony again. Not being biased, I'm just reporting the facts here. That's 5-0. 5-0. I'm not even gone through half of them yet. And we do have the camera. So I think that was the Samsung, so I'm going to give that to the Samsung 5.1. Let's have a look at some of the common apps here, such as your Play Store. This is Exynos Samsung, for those of you not aware. So I think that is probably the, well, in fact I've heard conflicting reports about the Exynos version. Some people are saying it's not as good as the Snapdragon one, but it's what we get. And you can see quite similar here, I think, for the inbuilt applications. Although that was, I think, oh, that was a different app completely. Apologies for that one. Let's try a different one. Which one do we have? That's it. So for some reason I can't seem to hit both calculators here. Let's try it again. So a little bit more animation on Samsung with that, but definitely with those first ones I did see a lot of more speed coming from Sony and optimization. Let's just try some games. I think this was the same last year as well with the XC Premium versus the comparable phone, which was I think the S8 Plus or something. So one of my favourite games here back in the day is now on Android, and I think the Sony did actually start that up a little bit quicker, although it was very close. And let's have a look at something else. Champions. So this one looks like it's going to Sony again. Oh, so got to give it to Sony here when it comes to the optimization. I mean, it just looks like it's running a next gen processor compared to the Samsung, which just can't keep up. So I'm going to definitely give that to Sony boy here. Let's have a look at the speed test. And we are on the wrong server. Let's just change that. I do like the way they make it easy to change on this one. There we go. And Sony, what can you do this year? You can move a lot, that's what you can do. It's going to slip off my table. This one is definitely going to slip off my table. So I don't know why my speeds are going so low. I'm definitely going to get onto the phone to Virgin to sort it out. I mean, come on, I'm paying for 200 here. But you can see quite decent given the difficult conditions here. Why did they make it so skiddy though at the back? You know, just to make it like HTC doesn't make much sense to me. Oh. So Samsung's come back here. You see, dark horse, don't rule out Samsung. But we are going to give Xperia one more chance here to perform. I can't keep this still. I'm going to have to get some glue again. Last time we did that was for the Mi 6. And I don't think Sony can meet Samsung here, so we're going to have to concede. Oh, look at that. Unfortunate. I thought that extra space in the Xperia would actually come to some use here, but it only serves to make it more skiddy, it seems. Yeah, you can see in terms of the upload, very comparable. Let's have a look at some multitasking and then round the video off. So there's a little glitch there on the Sony. You saw that where it goes to horizontal, which is annoying. Hopefully they'll get rid of that eventually. Oh, reload there. So we're going to give Samsung a point. And again, in fact, I think I know why this might be. You see, that smart cleaner snuck on. Do have to, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, that just sneaks on by default. Let's just start again. Hopefully it doesn't affect the results too much. Some people are saying that I've got the Samsung on power saving mode, which couldn't be further from the truth. You know, power saving mode is up here, and you definitely notice it when it's on. So don't think it's on any power saving mode. So you can see, I think turning off that smart cleaner, which is completely pointless, has made things a little bit nicer here on both of them. Although I do think they both should have come with 6 gigs of RAM at the very least, given that, you know, you can get phones like that now. But then again, I think Smart Cleaner, once it's on, it does actually affect the result a bit too much, so don't read into this too much. I'll do a different video testing the memory here. But it's easy to sneak on, and I think overall I'm quite happy with the device. I do think there's been some silly decisions removing the headphone jack, which is a staple of Xperia devices. You know, Sony sells a lot of different headphones with wide connections, and it seems that they're shooting themselves in the foot there. I don't know if they've solved the issue with the fingerprint scanner available in all markets, because many people do expect that now, because there's no, I don't think, biometric security equivalent here on Sony. So that's a little bit annoying. You do get, I think, a bigger battery on the Sony as far as I'm aware, as well as a Qualcomm processor, so that could be a differentiating factor here, where the Exynos has not been getting such good reviews. The screen is actually quite comparable. Yes, it's not AMOLED, but you know, really, I think they've done a fantastic job here. I think it's only full HD as well, so it shouldn't be quite as you know, like battery hungry here. You can see how good the colours hold on most angles, and I think it's also fully IP68 as well. And it has a dynamic feedback system as well, which is what I did notice when I first started using the phone. Like, some things would make it vibrate really like intense, and others were less intense. I think you can also use this in games as well, such as this one. So if you go to here, where is it? So it was somewhere around here. I noticed when I pressed like a volume button, it gave me the option to adjust the dynamic feedback. Maybe it was on the other game actually. Let's just try that one. Whoa. So let's just see this one. Yeah, I've still got some learning to do here, but you can look into it yourself. When you do different things, it gives you dynamic feedback, vibration in your hand. It feels pretty cool actually. But yeah, I think you can see here in terms of the raw performance, Sony's definitely bringing it to the table. I hope to also check out the camera as well eventually to see if there's any improvement there. Based upon some of the reports I've seen already, it seems that it's a bit better, but again, they're not putting optical image stabilization in, and also I think the aperture isn't up to par as well compared to the competition. So typical Sony here, make the best cameras on the market but can't put it into their own phone. So yeah, just a quick little comparison here. Hope you find it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.